Welcome back, Cules and football fans. Barcelona were held to a dramatic 1-1 draw at Rayo Vallecano in one of the most chaotic games of the season. From a VAR failure that left everyone frustrated, to Joan Garcia's incredible heroics keeping Barca in the game, there's plenty to unpack. Lamine Yamal scored from the penalty spot, but Rayo dominated the second half, and the draw exposed some defensive issues for Hansi Flick's side. On top of that, we've got updates on Fermín López and Marc Bernal's situation, plus all the latest transfer drama as the window closes. Let's dive into the full story. Joan García was Barcelona's standout performer in their 1-1 draw against Rayo Vallecano. The summer signing kept Barca in the game with several crucial saves, preventing the home side from scoring more goals. For more than 65 minutes, García maintained a clean sheet, but he could do little to stop Fran Perez's close-range finish that leveled the score. After the match, García admitted that Barcelona did not deserve to take all 3 points. "We came here with the intention of winning 3 points, but we're leaving with 1. Given the way the game went, we didn't deserve anything more. We didn't play the way we wanted or planned. We didn't deserve the victory," he said, calling out the mistakes. García highlighted that the draw was caused by mistakes with the ball, something that was also influenced by the pitch conditions. "We had too many inaccuracies with the ball. On this pitch, they put you under a lot of pressure and we didn't have time to think," the goalkeeper explained. Even though he admitted it might have been his best game in a Barca shirt, García walked away with mixed emotions. "Yes, well, I would have preferred us to have won. I'm feeling very comfortable. I tried to save the ones that came my way except for one that I couldn't. That's what goalkeepers are for. Personally, I'm happy with my game, but I wanted to win," he added. Frenkie de Jong criticizes VAR issues. Alongside Garcia's impressive display, the game also marked the return of Frenkie de Jong to the starting 11. However, the Dutchman was left frustrated by the technical problems surrounding VAR. For several minutes in the first half, including during the penalty on Lamine Yamal, referee Busquets Ferrer had no access to the VAR monitor. De Jong expressed his discontent after the match. "I don't know if it was a penalty or not, I haven't seen it. But it's a bummer that the VAR didn't work. First it worked, 5 minutes later it didn't, then it did. This isn't a serious league match. I find it strange." The midfielder also pointed to Barcelona's mistakes in possession as a key reason behind the result. "I think we had a lot of turnovers more than usual. This game was a bit chaotic. We made more turnovers than usual," De Jong concluded. While Barcelona avoided defeat, the draw showed areas that still need improvement. Garcia's heroics were a positive takeaway, but the team must find more consistency if they are to maintain their push for the La Liga title. Barcelona were held to a 1-1 draw against Rayo Vallecano, but one bright spark for the team was once again Lamine Yamal. The youngster showed courage and maturity by scoring Barcelona's only goal of the game from the penalty spot. It was the first time the Barca number 10 had converted from spot since making his breakthrough into the first team. Drama regarding the penalty. The penalty itself carried plenty of drama. Lamine was the one who won it after being brought down in the box by Pep Chavarria. The decision was heavily disputed by Rayo Vallecano players and supporters, especially because VAR could not intervene due to technical issues at the stadium. Despite the controversy, Lamine showed composure. He admitted after the match that he took the penalty because he felt confident enough to shoot. "They gave it to me. I want to help the team, and if they give me the responsibility, I'm happy to take it." A tough test at Vallecas. Despite his moment of brilliance, Barcelona could not find a way past Rayo's resilient defense to secure all 3 points. The 18-year-old admitted that the team were not at their usual level. "This is a very difficult pitch. We lacked intensity because we didn't play with the same intensity as in other matches, but we have to learn from this. After the break, we have to get back to last year's intensity and win as much as possible," said Lamine. He also stressed that the draw was not down to the penalty incident but rather Barcelona's defensive lapse. "It's not my fault we drew, they scored from a set piece. We have to continue with our game, our idea until the end and try to win," he added. Barcelona chief drops Fermín López transfer hint after Chelsea offer. The latest Chelsea transfer deadline day news as the Blues are said to have made an offer for the Barcelona midfielder this summer. Barcelona manager Hansi Flick has dropped hints about the future of Chelsea transfer target Fermín López with the summer window about to close. Reports suggest Chelsea have made an official €40 million, £34.6 million, offer for the 22-year-old attacking midfielder, but Barcelona are not planning to sell him unless López himself wants to leave. López came off the bench in the second half of Barcelona's 1-1 draw with Rayo Vallecano. After the match, Flick was asked about the midfielder's situation and gave a cautious response. "Today we have to focus on the team, not individual players. The most important thing is that when the transfer window closes, everyone is fully committed. Egos can destroy our chances of success." It seems that is a change of tone from the Barcelona boss from just the day before. Speaking in his pre-match press conference on Saturday, he said, "At the moment he is here. I spoke with him. I'm convinced that he will stay, but at the end I don't know what happens. It's a big business. I have to focus on my team, and I am really happy Fermín plays for Barça. He's a really important player for us. He showed that last season. His style is different to other players. He can help us a lot." Chelsea are closing in on a deal for attacking midfielder Facundo Buonanot, who is joining on loan from Brighton. If that deal has any impact on a move for López in the final hours is still to be seen. An up-and-coming member of the midfield ranks at La Liga champions Barcelona has been left feeling somewhat disappointed with the club ahead of the season to come. That's according to Diario Sport, who point towards Marc Bernal as the player in question. Midfielder Bernal is for his part of course in the midst of the final stages of his recovery from a long-term spell on the sidelines. After suffering a ruptured ACL back in August of 2024, the Spaniard has spent the 12 months since working tirelessly towards a return to the pitch. Bernal is expected to be gradually reintroduced to competitive action by Hansi Flick on the far side of the September international break. The hope of the 18-year-old was that, upon managing as much, he would take to the pitch donning a new jersey number, recognizing his status as a first-team player in Catalonia's capital. As alluded to above, however, if the latest word stemming from the media this weekend is anything to go by, this will not prove to be the case. As per a report from Sport, despite a previous promise from Barcelona regarding as much. As an indirect consequence of the registration problems, Marc will be left without a first-team number, unless there is a last-minute move. This situation has left Bernal disappointed, and with a bittersweet taste in his mouth. Barcelona looked unrecognizable from their 2024-25 form during their trip to Rayo Vallecano, managing only a 1-1 draw. Hansi Flick's side went ahead just before halftime thanks to a Lamine Yamal penalty, but the second half belonged entirely to Rayo. The home team dominated play and eventually leveled the score with a brilliant volley from Fran Perez. Rayo continued to generate chances until the final minute, but an inspired Joan García looked determined to prevent Barca's first loss of the season. The draw might even feel like too much consolation for Los Blaugranas given how the game transpired. There's plenty of work to do for Flick and company to ensure better performances are coming following the international break. Here are 3 takeaways from Barcelona's draw to Rayo Vallecano. If it wasn't for Garcia, Barcelona would have lost today, plain and simple. Barca's new goalkeeper was rarely tested in the first 2 matches of the term, but in the third he proved why the club were so adamant on acquiring him early in the transfer window. Garcia finished the game with 6 saves, including a couple of 1v1 situations where he looked in complete control. His reflexes between the sticks were showcased to the maximum, and he capped off what Barca hope is the first of many memorable performances. The former Espanyol goalkeeper was also very strong with the ball at his feet. He routinely left his penalty area to play as a sweeper and claim the ball whenever Rayo Vallecano looked to get in behind Barca's high line. His distribution work was also great. 2 days after Luis de la Fuente left him out of Spain's squad for the upcoming international action, Garcia proved exactly why so many considered the decision inexplicable. Flick surprised many when he decided to leave both Ronald Araujo and Pau Cubarsí, the starting center-back partnership in Barcelona's first 2 games of the season, out of the 11. Andreas Christensen started alongside Eric Garcia for the first time this season, with Jules Kounde returning to his usual spot at right-back. While both center-backs made some important interventions to stop clear scoring chances, Barcelona's defense as a whole was far from convincing. There appeared to be a lack of communication and intensity when operating their high defensive line, which led to several dangerous opportunities for Rayo. Compared to last week, when Araujo and Cubarsí struggled against Levante, Christensen and Garcia were only marginally better. Though it's worth noting the center-backs weren't the worst performers on the pitch. It's evident Flick is still searching for his best center-back duo, but he better find it quickly or Barcelona will continue to look weak defensively. Through 3 games, Inigo Martinez continues to be missed dearly. So there you have it, a roller coaster day for Barcelona. Joan Garcia showed why he's such a vital signing, Yamal continues to shine, but defensive lapses and VAR chaos left fans frustrated. Meanwhile, Flick will need to fix his defensive setup, and the transfer window drama with Fermín López and Marc Bernal keeps the headlines buzzing. What do you think? Will Barca bounce back after the international break, and should the VAR issues be fixed immediately? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like the video, and subscribe for daily Barca updates.